this is Christy, stitching mum of two monsters. Today is Thursday, the 27th of Thursday. Yes, Thursday, 27th of June 2019, and this is Flosstube number 7 for me. And it's also take 2, because this dipshit ended up taking 2 photos instead of recording. I thought I was recording, but no, I took 2 photos. One when I pushed start, and one when I pushed stop. Brains trust, people. Brains trust. Anyway, I've checked. I'm recording. It's working this time. So I've got lots of WIPS to show you. I'm going to jump straight on in a minute. And I also have a finish. Second finish for the year. The first one was Mill Hill Santa, but this one is a bigger one. And it's Let's Be Wicked by Ursula Michael. And this is where I was up to, hopefully, because I'm going to start and try a new editing program. So hopefully I can put that in as I'm talking. I don't think you want to see the back. I think I've done this once. Should be a breeze. Here I am. Here's my finish. This was stitched on 18 count Opal Ada in the colour Fire Rooster by Chromatic Alchemy in the UK. It's actually a gradient fabric, but I cut this bottom bit off so I could fit the design onto the part I wanted to. I made a couple of changes in this one. I made the spider black. I gave the cat green French nut eyes. And I did the cauldron black with green. And it should have all been purple. So really happy with how this has come out. The colours, I'm not really showing that great. The opal is. It's nice and sparkly. I'm loving how it's coming out. It's come out. Now I've just got to figure out how I want to finish it. So that was my finish. Now I don't have the dog on the bed this time. I've got a bit more room to put it. The second one. Oops. I've given this some love in the last month. And this is my Clouds Factory Harry Potter pillow sampler. Where I was here. I could end up just going here for the whole time and there's nothing to show. Hopefully that comes up. And this is where I'm up to. I've worked on this quite a lot. Oops. Oh. So, I'll get my little book in front of me. I've worked on this one for Year 4, Week 6 in Magical Stitches. Nearly all my WIPS have to do with magical stitches. It's making me work on so many different things. It's great. So, Week 6 was we had to rescue our favourite thing from the Black Lake by stitching 1,000 stitches on our favourite WIP. Now, this is my favourite WIP at the moment, and that is because I'm doing this for one of my best mates. She loves a Harry Potter, and I want to get this finished by August because it's when her birthday is. And our show is either end of September or October, and I want to put this in our local show / fair. But she's going to get a special frame for that. But anyway, that's that one. I also worked on it for week 7 for doing the brown, which is over here. And I've used whisper threads for the owl. And I did the green. 200 stitches for the green. And I think that was all I actually worked on it. Oh no, sorry, and I've worked on it for this week's homework already, which is 200 stitches in black for Who Shall Remain Nameless. So that's that one. I'll fix that one. Week 4 was spew. I didn't complete all the homework that week, and that was only because I end up UFOing a WIP, which I'll get that now, just to show you. I am going to come back to it, but it will be on a different fabric, and I realised I haven't stitched on it for a year or two because it was the fabric. I was using 22 count and using 2 threads over the one, and it just was too bulky, and I just hated stitching on it. But that's what it was. So I've decided I am scrapping it, removing it from my WIPS at the moment, and I will stitch on it again, but I'm going to be using it as a new start, and it will be, here's a bigger picture, that shows better. I'm going to do 28 count 1/1, but that will be probably next year. Use that as a new start for next year, I think, because I really love the design. I just hated working on it, and I think it was down to the fact that it was the fabric. So that I didn't get that homework completed that week. But what I have done, I will show you. So for the S was Snow Days, and oops, which is Snow Days by Country Colored Needleworks, and I won this chart from Victoria's Creative Crafts. Hey Vicky, if you watch me, put that there. And this is where I'm up to. Now this is on fabric that I dyed myself. It's showing out really, really blue, but it's actually more of a light, well, it's a light aqua with some white splotches. Well, it's not showing up, but that's where I'm up to. I'm hoping I can get this one done soon. I need to do 1,000. I'm going to use it for 1,000 stitches, part of my ultimate one for July. So, because Ron and Harry were both born in July. Now, that's a winter piece in Australia. Winter's in July, so that's why I'm doing that one. Now, this one was for my E part. And so I'm doing Eek by Amy Brooklyn. And it is in the 2009 Halloween just cross stitch. So that's, oh, sorry, I'm not showing this chart. So that's what I've got. So that was a new start. And this is what I got done. Sorry. That bit. So, I ended up doing, what was it? 237 stitches. I think he's very cute. Next one was the Tribal Dragonfly. Now, I've worked on this for quite a bit as well. I'm doing this one for my other best mate. And it's by White Willow Stitching. So this one I use for my W, for the White Willow Stitching part. I've also used this in year 4, week 5, where we had to collect the egg from the dragon. But we had to make up a story on how our WIP worked. And my story was that as I was going through some books, I found a potion that you could change an item into something else, but it had to work. It had to be something similar. So what's a dragon turn into? A dragonfly. And in order to make that potion, I went down to the Black Lake and collect water from it, because dragonflies love to hang around water. And part of the potion was water from the Black Lake and some white willow bark crushed up. This is my Dragonfly by White Willow Stitching. So I did 1,000 stitches on that. For the week 4, I did 233 stitches, and I think that's all I've worked on it for at the moment. So it's close to finishing. I'm going to see if I can work it into my homework for this week. So that's that one. Oh, I also did. Oh, I worked on the extra credit was for my Let's Be Wicked for the 500 stitches for something that you've just had to stitch on. Well, it was close to finishing, so I just had to stitch on it. The next WIP that I've worked on is Our Grandchildren by Karen Avery for Dimensions. I'm working on that for my mother. I'm working on this for my mother. And here's where I were up to beforehand, hopefully. And this is where I'm up to now. So I managed to do all up here and partially down here. And it was for extra credit on stitching 500 stitches on something that you haven't worked on for 6 months. And I don't think I've worked on this since November last year. I think it was about November last year. That's that one. Next one that I've been working on is Cloud's Factory Once Upon a Time. I've worked on this for a couple of homeworks. And this is where I'm up to now. So I worked on the extra credit 500 stitches on something that starts with a letter from Goblet. So I managed to do the top row there and all the black. And plus a little bit in the book. And then the next one was last week's homework, the yellow, which I did 212. So I did all this yellow here. So I'm not quite halfway yet. Once I do the yellow in this bit, and then the other characters here, because I do have more already on the other side of the characters. So past a quarter, not quite half. Loving how this is turning out. So that's that one. The next one I worked on, this wasn't for any homework. I used a toiletry bag, got both sides. Usually have 2 different Santas in there, but I've got to start a new one. I was at a girlfriend's and I worked on some of my juniper branch Santa. Now he looks complete, but he's not. In this kit, I was 30 green beads short. 37, 35, 37, something like that. All up the branch there. So I contacted Mill Hill and they have said they have sent me some new beads. So I've just got to wait for the beads to come and then I will have him finished. So he's very, very cute. I want to make sure I always have one Mill Hill Santa going. I want to do them all. I don't have very many at the moment. I've only got like, well, this is my second. I've just ordered 2 more. So I've got 4. 2 plus 2. So that's that one. The next one is my Alexander Adelaide New Year new dress. I'm doing this entirely in beads. I'm loving it. It's probably my second favourite WIP, to be honest. Big. And this is where I'm up to. Let's see if I can get in close. So I've finished the top, and now I'm starting to. I originally started from there, so I'm working my way down. No, there. So now I'm working my way back down. I'm loving it. I've probably got that much there to do down there. It's going to be huge. It's bigger than what I originally thought it would be. But I love it. I'm hoping to have this completed by the end of August, start of September, so I can get it framed in time to put in the local show as well. So that's, I think that's all my WIPS. Jeez. No, it's not. No, it's not. I forgot to get, oh, my fat gap there. Well, last one. I worked on this, my Mirabilia's Miss Christmas Eve. I've done 500 stitches in this one for something you'd find in a maze. Now, you'd find it like a tree shrub in a maze. And so this is where I'm up to with her. Well, I forgot to say all the fabrics I've been working on. I started and then completely forgot. So this one is 32 count Fairy Floss Opal Lugana. Yeah, Colours Fairy Floss, and it's by Linen and Threads, and it's Dragon Company. It's really pretty. I love it. Can't wait to see her come to life. I'm changing the colours to my Christmas theme, which is blues, purples, silvers, pinks, pearl colour, and crystal. So that is what I have done. Now my plans for this week, I've already started. As I said, I've done the 200 stitches in the black. I'm starting a new start. I'm allowing myself a new start since I've got one finish, which will be, it's out of the Just Cross Stitch 2013. And it is the Edgar Allan Poe sampler. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So that one will be 100 stitches on a grave or graveyard scene. I'm also going to be doing it for another 200 stitches for items that are touching, since the raven's on the fence and there's an owl in the tree, so they're touching different items. I could technically use it because I've asked for help on material with this one, but I think I'm going to use that one for something else. So what I'm doing, I had wanted to use this fabric. It's a grey, mottly sort of grey with a slight sparkle. And I thought it would be perfect, except I'll be playing fabric chicken. I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I would only end up having 1 inch border, I think, because I have a feeling it's 28 count. So I'm not sure. I really love the fabric, but I don't know the name of it because it was just an added bonus to my, I was getting a fabric of the month from, well, it's company's Fabric Flip, but it's My Fabric Party, run by Cindy Sawley, and Garrett. Oh, I've got no idea how to pronounce his last name. Anyway, I really love that. The fabrics called for is the 32 count natural linen. So I went and bought some the other day just at my local shop. So I don't know. Do I go with the 32 count natural linen, where I know I've got plenty of, because it's like almost double the amount that I need? Or do I pay fabric chicken and use the fabric that I really love? Help! I don't know. Anyway, that's stitches for this week. Please help. I might leave that till the end of the week so I can get some suggestions. The other one will be my the Polyjuice Potion. I'll be using my Mermaid Sleeps Here pillow because Mermaid's got skin and hair, so I can use that. Something that makes you laugh. Well, I think this guy's pretty cute. He makes me laugh, especially with the little spider on his hat and the pumpkin riding on top of the spider. Except I've got to find the spider button. I thought I had some, and I don't. Because the spider's actually a little... Oh, don't want to show it. Like a little button. And so is his bolts on his neck. I've got to try and find something for that. But if I can get the stitching done at least, that might do that, and it would be a finish. So I'm working on that. I'm working on the new start. I've done the Harry Potter sampler and Mermaid, and then I might do my Dragonfly, which it's on the very bottom. So hopefully, possibly 2 finishes coming up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, that's as far as WIPS go. I do have some haul, which I'm going to show. So I love Janet from JK's Cross Stitching Supply in Australia. She's really good, well priced. So I've got some beads for my Mirabilia, some glow in the dark Cryonic for my Harry Potter. I also got 2 charts. Sorry for the crinkling. I'm always saying this to different people. Hang on. Oh, I've got 3 charts, sorry. I've got to try and cover it up. Hang on. Excuse the language here. But, well, ain't you just a little ray of bit sunshine? So that's one. This one is, I'm always saying this to some friends, spooning leads to forking. And they are by Stitch Bitch Designs. And then the other one is A Heart in Hand, I Love You to the Moon and Back. And more than all the stars in the sky. So it's called Moon and Back. And it came with embellishments. I used to say that to the boys all the time. So when I seen that, I was like, yeah, gotta have it. Got that one. I'm running out of room here. What else did I get from Janet? She's my go-to girl. Okay. This one's going to be my next Santa that I do. The Genoa Santa. My best mate picked that one out. I took some Santas around and she was like, nope, that one. Love his pantaloons. I think they're pretty cute. This this was the one I was going to do, being an Aussie. But you can wait, that's the Southern Cross Santa. What else did I get? I got some 28 count fabric, 20 inches by 54. We all know what that looks like. So I've got to measure it and see if my patient's hay fits on that. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. I've got some Week Dye Works Loddon for my chatelaine. So I keep looking up there because I'm with TV, but I've explained that before. Some more Krynic. Number 1, some silver. The beads for my Miss Christmas Eve, and I love these. Some water lilies for my Miss Christmas Eve. They're all different colours. They're all different shades of purple. Oh, look, blue there. That just goes to show how bad this camera is. Looks blue. And they're purple. One's called Iris. The other one is Midnight. And the other one's African Violet. That's just blue. Look at that. Yes, I love my Ziploc bags. That can go away. That can go in the bin. Alright, now I went to the op shop. Here I go. Excuse me. And bonus! I found a cute snap frame. $5. So I'll be using that on putting one of my projects on there. With my large ones. Now I do have a stash here. I was lucky to win some charts from Laura X Stitches. So a Blackwork Smile. And Be Awesome or Don't Bother. So I can look cute. I've been meaning to show them ones for a few months actually. Now I've got a couple of magazines from our shop. So Creative Embroidery and Cross Stitch. I've actually got a couple of them. I want to have a go at making one of these type things. I reckon they're cool. Lots of different projects in that. Different styles. Right. Look at that. It's like stump work or something. But they've painted the background and then they've stitched over it using lots of different techniques. That one. Leisure Arts magazine. This one will probably go as a giveaway at some stage. It's a Fleur de Lis counter cross stitch kit called Fortune Tellers. So be on the lookout for all of that. And I've just noticed I'm 29 minutes. Now I was lucky to get some of Bendy Stitchy's D-Stash. Oh my god, from that bag. Except obviously the postie might have been hungry and tried to take a bite because, you know, look at that. I'm glad Michelle packed them the way she did because I got holes everywhere in this. I was so pissed off. Now, I got Peace, Angel by Brooks Books, Grandfather Frost Santa, and a Black Forest Santa. I love his beard. Check that out. sort of flowing down. I've got, now all these other ones have come off the Aussie Cross Stitch D-Stash site. I've been paying a little too much attention to that lately in the last couple of months. This one, Alexander Adelaide. I'm going to do both of these in beads as well. And then this one's a limited edition, 52 of 75. And it's got the ceramic heart. I just think that's gorgeous. Now this one is Buttercup Designs, Friendly Stitches. I've got two Nora Corbett's, Amaryllis and Gwen. I've got Plastic Canvas Jingle Buddy Bells. How cute are they? Little bells in the middle of them. Okay. Quaker Work Basket. Quaker Evens by Work Basket, sorry. Oh, I've got another one in behind there. Oh, it's going to make too much noise. I don't want to show the chart. It's a snowman. Maidens of the Sea by Ellen Chester with my needle. And because it is secondhand, I haven't got the little fishy buttons. I'm not buttons, thread keeps. Can't remember why I bought that. I think I brought these ones because I want to try and turn the flowers into pin cushions. Gerbers by Hannah's Needlecraft. A Heart and Hand Valentine Bird. Then I've got some cross stitch magazines. I've got the Christmas 2009. Yes, I'm filming Ben. Go on. Christmas one. That was my oldest. He's just like, oh, what are you doing? I've got the 2008 Halloween one. There's some really cool designs in these. And the 2010. I think he's online now telling all his friends, oh, Helen's mum, she's trying to do a YouTube. Mum, it's not lame. Then I've got a cross stitch crazy one. I want to stitch them. Like little snowball shooters. And this is Christmas 2018. I'm cross stitch crazy. Got that one. Oh, now this one. Embroidery cross stitch magazine. I want to try and do different embroidery. I'd love to try and do this butterfly. It's a stump work butterfly. I'm not so keen on trying to do all the other flowers. I just want to give him a go. And the mermaid. She is so cool. Check her out. Look at the boobs on her, McKenna. Not that you probably watch me, but I'd like to give her a go. So she's all felt, and then on the felt is the stitching, and then the tails look like they're stump work. Pretty goddamn cool. Can't show you that one because it doesn't have a cover photo, which is the Treasured Holiday Nutcracker, Mill Hill. This one is The Guardian by Patricia Allen Designs. It reminds me of a Teresa Wensler. It looks like it's got lots of blended. Nearly finished. Dark Shadows by Sue Ellis Designs. I love them too. But we don't really celebrate Halloween much here in Australia. But it is becoming a little more popular. And I love decorating. I love decorate for Christmas, Easter, so why not Halloween? My kids loved it when they were younger. Oh, this was another plastic canvas one I got. But I'll give it a go. Now this one. This is the last one. I love me mirabilias, and I've seen these ladies and I thought, wow, they're just as beautiful too. I can't say the name, I'll just butcher it majorly. Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Is it? My Lady of the Snow. The chart though, seriously, I don't know how I'm going to do this chart. And if you haven't worked on one before, I'll show you. Chart. Half. That's just half, people. Half. Now, if you can look that up. Seriously, I definitely have to make several working copies of that. So, if I was to, I'm 5'1", I reckon. It comes up to about my waist. It's huge. Seriously. I don't know how I'm going to figure out how to do that. Anyway, she is beautiful though. So that will be a new start next year. And I think, people, that is it. So hopefully it won't be another month again. I have wanted to film this for a couple of weeks now. I got sick, looked like shit, and didn't want to get on camera. When I get a cold, it generally triggers my asthma and I end up in hospital. Luckily, I listened to my body this time and took a couple of shifts off work just to rest, which was good because I didn't end up in hospital. I still have a bit of a croaky voice from it, and like every now and again of a night time, I think it's the cold air, I can start to feel all tight and everything, but touch wood, I will not end up in hospital this year. So I'm going to say goodbye. Now I've done this, and it is actually recorded. And I'll see you maybe in 2 weeks' time, because then I'll still have enough WIPS to show you. So remember, be yourself, because everyone else is taken. Have a good stitchy week, guys. Bye. Now to figure out how to turn this off.